Good morning, student. In the last class of digital electronics, we have studied about 1s and 2s complement and how to find addition or subtraction by using 1s and 2s complement. We have already discussed that. So, in this class, we will discuss. This is your last class on number system, where we will discuss about non-weighted code. In the first class of number system classification, I have taught you about the classification of code, that is your non-weighted code or weighted code. That is your non-weighted code and weighted code. So in this class we will see about the non-weighted code, where we will study about gray code and XS3 code, and we will also discuss about its application. Why we will study about this non-weighted code. So difference between weighted and non-weighted code means, in weighted code, each position of the binary number or each position of the code having some weight. So just like we have when we convert a binary number into decimal, where I have already explained you that each position is associated with a weight. So 8421 for example. So but in this non-weighted code, so there is no weight associated, but it has several applications. So that's we will look into. So first we will study about gray code. Gray code, as I have already told you, this is one of the non-weighted code. This is also known as unit distance code, unit distance code or reflexive code. Here the successive number differ by only one bit. Here the successive number differ by only one bit. These are some properties. We will see that the successive number differ by only one bit. That means the first number and the successive number, only one bit is the different, by remaining bits are same. That's why this code is also known as unit distance code, or we can say that this is known as gray code. So gray code having different name, gray code or unit distance code, or the successive number is differ only by one bit. Hence switching is very fast in gray code. Switching is very fast in gray code. So switching is very fast in case of gray code. So we will see that so first I will write the decimal number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So I have 0 to 7, that means we have 8 numbers I have written here. So for minimum number of bits in binary required to represent all these decimal number is 3, as I have already told you. So when 7 is the highest number, hence 2 to the power n must be greater than 7. So n is equal to 3. So this is decimal. Then I will write the binary number directly. We can verify that 0 0 0. Each decimal number I am going to represent in 3 bits. Why 3 bits? Because the maximum number here I have written is 7. So 2 to the power n must be greater than 7. So if I put n is equal to 3, that means 8 must be greater than 7. That satisfies. Hence each number represented by 3 bits. Each number is represented by 3 bits. Then 0 0 1, then 0 1 0, then 0 1 1, 1 0 0, 1 0 1, 1 1 0 and 1 1 1. So this is the corresponding binary. In this I will write the gray code directly, then I will teach you how to convert the binary to gray. So first is same 0 0 0, the next one is also same 0 0 1, then third one is 0 1 1, 0 1 1, hence next is 0 1 0, then we have 1 1 1 1 0, then we have 1 1 1 1 1, then we have 1 0 1, then we have 1 1 0 0. So this is the corresponding gray code for 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So that means first you need to write the binary, then you need to convert this binary to gray code. Then how to find this gray code I will teach you. First we will see the properties whatever I have discussed till now, whether this code satisfies that property or not. So first here we can see all the successive number. For example, here 0 0 0, here 0 0 1. That means these two bits are same, only the one bit is here different. Similarly, next we can compare from here to here. Here two bits are same, these two bits are same, these two bits are same, only this bit is different, only this bit is different. Next code we can compare, these two bits are same, only this bit is different. So only the successive number is differ by only one bit, hence this is known as unit distance code. So for I have already explained you that this gray code, the switching is very fast. Switching is very fast means, for example, in your computer, if it is written as in binary, that is 3. If it is written 3, that is 0 1 1, and suddenly you want to change it to 4. So how to change it 4? So 1 converted to here each bit is different. 1 must be converted to 0, here 1 must be converted to 0, and this 0 must be converted to 1. So 3 times switching is required. So each switching, for example, takes 2 nanoseconds. So in order to convert this 3 to 4, you in binary you need 6 nanoseconds of time. But in this case, here we can observe here the 3 is written as 0 1 0 and the 4 is written as 1 1 0. So here 0 0 same, 1 1 same, only this bit is different. So switching is very fast because of this property, because this gray code satisfies unit distance code, because this gray code differs, the successive number differ by only one bit. So remember this property is very important. Why you need to study about the gray code? Gray code has several applications. We will use this gray code extensively in K-map, that is your Karnam map. In the upcoming class I will teach that. This gray code having we are also using in digital for switching in order to make the switching very fast. Then next is how to convert the gray code to binary code. Binary to gray code conversion. I'll teach you that. Binary to gray code. Binary to gray code conversion. This is very important with respect to your semester examination. In 2 mark question, they will ask you, they will give you a binary number and they will ask you to find the gray code. So see the procedure. This is very simple. If you know about the XOR gate, XOR gate means first you have already studied about 2 variable XOR gate. We need minimum 2 input. So A XOR B. So A XOR B, we can write that in expression, in Boolean expression, A bar B plus A B bar, and I have drawn the truth table A B and this expression A XOR B. So for 2 variable, that is 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. So this is the 4 possible combination. In XOR gate, if you put this 0 0 here, so 0, if I put A is equal to 0, that means this is 1 and this is 0, so this is 0, and this is, here I put A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 1, so AND is equal to 0. So no need to remember, no need to put this value. I have already explained you one property of XOR gate, that is XOR means odd number of 1s detector. This is very important. Odd number of detector. That means XOR gate output is 1 only when if I give the input odd number of 1. If the input is given odd number of 1. Here there is no 1 present, hence the output is 0. Here only 1, so output is 1. Here output is 1. Here 2 number of 1 I have given, 1 and 1. So 2 number of 1, that means even number of 1 is present, hence the output is 0. So XOR gate output is 1 only when if I give the input to the XOR gate as odd number of 1. Hence the XOR gate satisfies the property of odd number of 1s detector. So if you know this property, then this is very helpful to you to see the conversion of from binary to gray. So convert, the question is convert 0 0 1 1 given in binary to gray code. This is the way they will ask you question, convert 0 0 1 1 in binary, that is 0 0 1 1 means 3 in decimal, this is 3 in binary 0 0 1 1 to gray code. So I am writing the formula B3 B2 B1 and B0. This is given here, B3 B2 B1 B0, this is binary number, and we want the gray code G3 G2 G1 and G0. So this is your gray code. This is your gray code, this is your binary, and this is your gray. Then how to convert this binary to gray? So first write G3 is equal to directly is equal to B3. That means whatever is B3 is, that is most significant bit in binary, the leftmost bit is known as most significant bit. So most significant bit must be same, that is in gray code and binary code the most significant bit is same. So G3 is equal to B3. Then how to write G2? G2 is nothing but B3 XOR with B2. B3 XOR with B2. Similarly G1 is equal to nothing but B2 XOR with B1. B2 XOR with B1, and for G0 I am writing here G0 which is equal to B1 XOR with B0. So remember G3 is equal to B3, then you just for writing G2 you need to XOR operation here. For writing G1 you need to find a XOR operation between B2 and B1. For G0 you need to find a XOR operation between B1 and B0. So this is the way we will calculate the gray code. So the question given is 0 0 1 1 and I need to find the gray code. So 0 0 1 1. So given is 0 0 1 1, that is in binary. I need to find this gray code. So directly I can write G3 is equal to 0, G3 is equal to 0, and then G2 I have already told you that is XOR with corresponding B3. This is your B3, this is B2, this is B1 and this is B0. So directly I can write G2 is equal to B3 XOR with B2 which is nothing but 0 XOR 0, where I have already explained you XOR gate table. Here there is no 1 is present, so output will be 0. Output will be 0. Then G1 which is equal to B1 XOR with B0. So B1 is 1, B1 XOR with B2 XOR with B1. So 0 XOR with 1 which is equal to 1. Then G0 is equal to B1 XOR B0. So 1 XOR 1 which is equal to 0. So finally what will be the answer for this? Answer for this is most significant is same, that is 0 0 1 0. So answer for this in gray code is 0 0 1 0. So I think you all have cleared about this binary to gray code conversion. This is very simple. Just keep the most significant bit as it is, that is G3 is equal to B3, when directly I have written here 0. G3 is equal to B3, then G2 is equal to B3 XOR B2, G1 is equal to B2 XOR B1, and G0 is equal to B1 XOR B0. So this is the way we convert from binary to gray code, So next example one more example I will solve for you. So question is 1 0 1 1. So this is given as 1 0 1 1 to gray code. Then how to find 1 0 1 1? 1 0 1 1. So this directly I can write. So this is your B3, this is B2, this is B1 and this is B0. So G3 is equal to B3 which is equal to 0. G2 is equal to B3 XOR B2. So here B3 is 1, B2 is 0. So 1 XOR 0, that is 1. G1 is equal to B2 XOR B1, B2 XOR B1. So B2 XOR B1, that is 0 XOR 1 which is equal to 1. Then we have G0 which is equal to B1 XOR B0 which is nothing but 1 XOR 1 which is equal to 0. So answer will be 0 1 1 0. So for this the answer will be 0 1 1 0. So this is the procedure for finding the number given is binary and you need to find the gray code. So gray code has in various applications. It is extensively used in K-map for solving Boolean algebra. four variable, 5 variable Boolean algebra. So then it is also known as unit distance code because of the successive bit is differ by only one bit. The switching is very fast because of that as compared to your binary. So these are few application of gray codes. Then we will see. So before that, I will give you some homework question to find, to convert binary to gray. So some homework question. Convert binary number 1111 to gray code. The next question is similarly 1001 to gray code. One zero zero one to gray code. So these are two homework question for you. Try to solve this. Any doubt you can ask me. Then we will learn how to find binary number if gray code is given. If gray code is given, then how to find binary number. Gray to binary conversion. So gray code to binary conversion. So you need to find that. So question is given gray code 0111 and find binary code. So given the gray code 0111 and you need to find the corresponding binary code. Just the reverse. In the previous example I have solved, the given number is binary and you need to find the gray code. In this case, we will given code is gray code and you need to find the binary code. So how to find? So the process. So there is a procedure. So first you need to see that is G3, G2, G1 and G0 is given, and he is asking about B3, B2, B1 and B0. Then how to find this? So directly the most significant is always same, G3 is equal to B3. In order to find B3 is equal to directly G3. In order to find B2 we need to find like this, B2 is equal to nothing but, so B2 is equal to B3 XOR G2, B3 XOR G2. Similarly your B1 is equal to, so B1 is equal to B2 XOR G1 and your B0 is equal to B1 XOR G0, B1 XOR G0. So this formula you need to remember. The most significant bit is always same. The MSB is always same, that is B3 is equal to G3. In order to find B2, you need to find first B3 and XOR with G2. So B3 XOR G2. In order to find B1, you need to find first B2. So B2 XOR with G1. So this is the way we represent. Remember this formula, and then I will solve one example for you. Then we will have a clarity on that. So given question is 0 1 1 1. So how to write 0 1 1 1? So that is your here, this is your G3, G2, G1 and G0. Then I have already told you that is B3 is equal to directly G3, which is nothing but 0, because this is given as 0. B2 is nothing but G3 XOR with B3, sorry, G2 XOR with B3, G2 XOR with B3. So B3 here is we already find, that is 0, and G2 given as 1, so 1 XOR 0, which is nothing but 1. Then we have B1, which is nothing but B2 XOR with G1. So you have already find B2 as 1 XOR with G1 is given as 1. So this is equal to 1 XOR 1 equal to 0. So you have B0, so that is nothing but your, you can write B1 XOR G0. Just you write the previous and the corresponding G0 and take the XOR operation. So B1 here we find 0 XOR with G0, which is given as 1. So the corresponding XOR binary code for this is 0 1 0 1 0 1. So this is the corresponding binary code. I will solve you one more question in order to have a more clarity. Then I will give you some homework question. This is very easy. Just need to do some practice. So the question is, given gray code, that is your 0 0 1 1, and you need to find the corresponding binary code. So 0 0 1 1 is the given gray code. So directly write 0 0 1 1. So directly I can write the gray code as, this is your gray code and I am going to write the binary code. This is given as, this is given in gray and I am writing here, that is binary. So 0 is directly written as 0. Then how to find the next bit? So next bit is XOR with the previous one, and then you need to write. So 0 XOR 0. So 0 XOR 0 always going to give you 0. Then in order to write this number, so how to find? This is XOR with this. So 0 XOR 1. So this is 1. Then how to write this number? 1 XOR with 1. This is 0. So answer is 0 0 1 0. So just XOR with the first find this. This is same as it is, because this is a MSB bit. Then 0 XOR 0. Then that will give you the second binary number. Then that corresponding binary XOR with the 1. Then that will give you the next binary number. In this way you can perform. This is the way to find the gray to binary, and in the previous example I have solved the formula. I have derived the formula. So you need to remember the formula and you need to remember the procedure in order to find. So this is very important. I am telling you, they will ask you surely in your semester examination for 2 marks, that is to find gray to binary or binary to gray code. This is very easy also. So the next is XS3 code. This is another very important code, that is your XS3 code, or this is also known as self complementary code. This is also known as self complementary code. So this is very important also. This is also non-weighted code, because the code is not associated with any weight. In objective question, they will ask you which of the following is known as a weighted code, which of the following is non-weighted code. So remember XS3 code and gray code, these two are non-weighted code, and the gray code is also known as unit distance code. XS3 code is also known as self complementary code. So this is very important application. This is self complementary code or reflexive code. So how to find? This is very simple and easy. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is a binary number is given. So corresponding BCD code, we can write this as 0, 0, 0, 0. This is 0, 0, 0, 1. This is 0, 0, 1, 0. And this is 0, 0, 1, 1. This is 0, 1, 0. This is 0, 1, 0, 1. This is 0, 1, 1, 0. This is 0, 1, 1. So always we need to find the BCD code, the binary coded decimal. BCD means binary coded decimal. Then 8, then we have 9. So 8 is written as 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, and 9 is written as 1, 0, 0, 1. So this XS3 means BCD plus 3. BCD plus 3, just addition. XS3, that's why it's known as XS3. So how to write XS3? That means add this binary number 0, 0 plus 3. That means we have 3. So I directly write XS3 means the 0 becomes 3. So 0, 0, 1, 1. So 1 plus 3, that means 4. So directly 4 is 0, 1, 0, 0. So write directly here 0, 1, 0, 0. How I am finding? XS3 means first find this binary coded decimal and add plus 3. So XS3 here is BCD plus 3. Directly write you can. So 0, 1, 0, 0. Then you have 2 plus 3, that means 5. So directly write the corresponding 5. 0, 1, 0, 1. Then we have 3. So directly write 3 plus 3, 6. So 0, 1, 1, 0. Then we have 4. So 0, 1, 1, 1, 7. So then you have 5. 5 means you have 8, 1, 0, 0. Then you have 6. 6 you can directly write here 9. So 1, 0, 0, 1. Then we have 8. 8 means, then you have 7. 7 means 10, 1, 0, 1, 0. 8. 8 can be written as 11, 1, 0, 1, 1. Then 9. 9 can be written as 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. So this code is also known as self complementary, because you can see here this code and this code is self complementary. Here 1, 1, here 0, 0, here 0, 0, here 1, 1. So this is also self complementary. This is also self complementary, and here we can see this is also 0, 1, 1, 0, and the corresponding 1, 0, 0, 1. These are all self complementary code. So this is very easy. XS3 code, also known as self complementary code. So thank you. In the next class we will see sum of product, product of sum, and the canonical form of Boolean algebra. So this is the end of your number system. So please revise. This is very easy and we can easily solve in your semester examination. So thank you.